Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo February 14, 2023. The moon spends the day in your communications sector, inspiring you to reach out and connect or seek the information you need. It's also a time for branching out and exploring diverse interests. You're part of a cycle that boosts your motivation and energy for work, research, and self-renewal. It can be a time of strong dedication to a special project or pursuit, and you can be so motivated and intrigued with what you're doing that you work almost tirelessly. Instead, you're committed to understanding yourself and your inner motivations, and healing energy is with you in your intimate world. Counseling or therapy can be especially rewarding. For example, today, especially, communications can be profound and meaningful. The moon forms a gorgeous sextile to your zodiac sign today. This is because our beloved Luna is now orbiting mysteriously through Scorpio, the sign symbolized by the scorpion. This energy will make you quite possessive and intense around your emotions and how you pursue your desires. With her charging up your solar house of ideas and communication, you may even feel eager to discuss intimate thoughts and perspectives regarding your personal or romantic life with others. Just don't say anything that is entirely self-serving. You might get stung by the stinger. What could come up in conversation today? You may feel notably focused, even obsessed, when it comes to talking to coworkers or even about work matters while the moon is full in Scorpio. Although the conversations may feel familiar to you, you should ask yourself if you are really benefiting from them. Since the moon is opposing Uranus and the North Node in Taurus as well, it might be time to expand your perspective to consider something radically different. Do not be afraid to go beyond your professional comfort zone. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday has done more than just leave you emotionally and intuitively engaged and with a better sense of where the money is. A friendly aspect to Mars as he moved into his final 6 weeks in your career sector, and the only visit while the Sun is in your work sector leaves you with a download of information to unpack from across the income, work, and career fronts. The planetary alignment makes this a time to honor your friendships, and sometimes it's best to give your friends a lot of space. Yet, you may find that communication is difficult at this time. There is no need to push it with your friends, because whatever conflict is going on can wait a week or two to be resolved. Concentrate on your own health and happiness by working out regularly, eating a balanced diet and drinking plenty of water. The essence of the expressive and creative day is around you. With this, you can expect that sharing your thoughts and feelings will be especially important to you. Further, your need to be heard will likely be as strong. See about getting together with a trusted loved one and sharing what's happening for you. This is certain to make you feel much better, as well as strengthen the bonds you share. Consider writing some in your journal if this is something you enjoy. The moon's only visit to your communication sector while Venus is in your relationship sector puts them at a friendly aspect today, and the timing couldn't be better. This comes just as Venus moves into her final 7 days, and when ahead of the Sun's return she is working with Neptune to give you a better sense of what you want from your relationships. The moon is not only here to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice, but at a friendly aspect, is giving you the confidence to believe that you can turn desires into reality. To have the moon in your communication sector as Venus, the planet of love, moves into her final 7 days in your relationship sector is advantage enough, but their friendly aspect makes this one of the best days of the year for giving your emotional responses and relationships a voice. With the moon and Venus working in tandem, anything is possible. Our eyes in the sky. It's important to remember that our emotions can be complex and often stem from multiple sources. It's important to be mindful of this and not to assume that just because you're feeling a certain way, it must be because of a particular person or situation. By taking some time to reflect and practice self-awareness, you can gain a better understanding of the root of your emotions. This can also help you to better manage your emotional responses, so that you don't end up transferring your frustrations onto others. Exercise can be a great tool for helping to manage our emotions. Not only does it provide an outlet for stress and frustration, but it also has physical and mental health benefits that can contribute to overall well-being. Whether it's a yoga class, a run through the park, or a simple walk, taking time for physical activity can be a great way to tune out the world and focus on yourself. This can give you the space you need to reflect and process your emotions, so that you can better understand their origin and manage them in a healthy way. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed or confused emotionally, it's okay to take some time for yourself. Whether it's through exercise or simply spending some time alone, give yourself the space to reflect and process your feelings. This can help you to better understand your emotions and prevent them from causing harm to yourself or others. When faced with unexpected events, it's easy to become overwhelmed by our emotions and react impulsively. However, it's important to remember that the universe is not necessarily working against us. In these moments, it's crucial to take a step back and examine our tendencies towards reactivity. If we can learn to control our impulses, we will have more control over our own lives and the outcome of events. By making stillness our objective and striving to keep our cool, we can avoid acting on instinct and instead, wait for things to unfold. This is not to say that we should remain passive, but rather that we should approach events with a sense of detachment and openness. By doing so, we can better understand the situation and respond in a way that is in line with our values and goals. It's also important to remember that the Scorpio moon opposing Uranus in Taurus is a temporary cosmic event and will pass. By being mindful of our emotional reactions during this time, we can use this opportunity to learn more about ourselves and develop better strategies for managing our emotions in the future. So, if you're feeling surprised or frustrated today, try to keep your cool and wait for the chips to fall. You'll be in a much better position to make informed decisions when you have a clearer head and a calm mind. The trine between the moon and Pallas, the goddess asteroid of wisdom, is a time of potential insight and clarity. If we have been patient and mindful throughout the day, we may now be gifted with a solution to our dilemma. This is because the emotional intensity that previously clouded our judgment has now subsided, allowing us to see things from a different perspective. As the moon aligns with Pallas, we may be presented with a clue, a pattern, or a sign that we were unable to see before. This is a time to trust our intuition and pay attention to the information that is being revealed to us. We can use this newfound wisdom to make decisions that are in line with our values and goals, and to move forward in a way that supports our health and well-being. It's important to remember that the key to making progress is to do so in a way that is sustainable and doesn't come at the expense of our health and well-being. Intensity can be a powerful force, but it can also be destructive if not channeled in a strategic way. By employing intensity in a strategic manner, we can harness its power to work for us rather than against us. This can help us to achieve our goals and make progress in a way that supports our overall health and happiness. So, as the moon trines Pallas in Cancer, take some time to reflect on your goals and values, and pay attention to any insights or information that may be revealed to you. With careful consideration for your health and well-being, you can make progress and achieve success in a way that supports you and your happiness.